Well, hello, good morning. All
Yeah.
right. Cheers,
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 brother.
cheers.
How
Morning
are you
coming.
this morning?
I'm feeling freaking fantastic.
Yeah,
I
you are.
really am. I woke up at 6 o'clock and I was like, I don't care what time it is right now. I'm just gonna get up because I felt good. And it happened to be like
Cool.
6:05 and had chance. I was like walking my floor creaks. So I'm just like walking like this so the boys don't
Don't
wake
wake
up.
anybody up.
So
Let
I
me
get
get
to
a
the
little
couch.
bit of
Yeah.
silence.
So I
That's good.
got to the couch, had 45 minutes to read, and it was perfect morning.
Mm,
Made
that's
coffee
awesome.
with my boy, but
I'll second that.
yeah,
I'll second that. Normally, I go down to the gym and,
yeah,
and I was like, my body's been a little sore. I've been feeling a little run down, so I was like, you know what? So I made my water and just put on a weight vest and just went for a 20-minute walk just through the hills and up through the
nice, yeah,
trees, like some nature and fresh air, and the sun was out, man. It felt amazing. I'm like, damn, why don't I do
yeah,
this more?
yeah,
Like,
right,
so I say to everybody, like just what you said, right? Like, what do you start your morning with? How do you, and every day is different, right? For like you just said, I got to get up and read, fuel my mind, absorb something different than, my phone or the next email or whatever.
mhm.
And the same thing, like I just put on a podcast, put my earbuds in and, went climbing through the
Yeah.
hills.
Well, I mean, unintentionally, I want to talk about that a little bit. I know our theme of the week is trust, but
Right.
um, it's how you start your day. I mean, it really, and what you put in your body and what you're doing with your
Matters
mind, it really affects the rest of your day.
for sure.
Um, and right now, I mean, like I feel absolutely fantastic. And correlation or not, the boys wake up and they're playing, with their puzzle very well together. They were putting it together like together and not
Yeah.
fighting. Um, and
Well,
maybe
hey,
it's
let me ask you this. Do
sure.
you think that that's a tribute? So how you start your day, because remember, energy is transferable,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Even from a grown up to a kid, when they feel that energy, if you're stressed or if you're high strung or if you got, even if it's just thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Energy is transferable. So by you starting your day in a way, is it possible? And I don't know that the boys felt that from you and that energy was transferred, and lo and behold,
Yeah.
good quiet morning.
Yeah, I
Never know.
firmly believe in that, and yeah, and so glad we got on that little topic a little bit, but I do want to go into trust um, and oop, phone call coming in. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So trust. We were talking about it earlier. Um, is that technology is obviously taking over our world.
Right.
Um, for better and for worse,
Sure.
right? Many people thought that technology would replace us. Uh, it, quite honestly, it will replace some people. It
Yeah,
will.
that is the bet that they're still making. Let's be
Yeah,
clear. Like that is the bet that a lot of those companies, the Zillows of the world, are still making.
spending a ton of money to put us out of business.
But what they failed to realize, and I said this on the pre-show with you, is that they failed to realize is the simple fact of trust. And that's what I mean, it's that, listen, all of us, and I said this to you and I'll say it again so people understand what trust really is, right? What is trust? It's the firm belief in the reliability, the truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. That is literally right out of the dictionary, right? And trust has a lot of factors to it. It has confidence, right? It has belief, it has faith. And all of those things are something that these technologies don't have. Look, I order from Amazon every week. Something
Hmm.
shows up to my door. There's something that I need, and I push that button. And I promise you, every time I do, I am still wondering, is it really going to show up? I don't, Amazon's an incredible company, one of the greatest ever, in the history of our country, in the history of the world for that
Yeah,
matter. And I got to be honest, because it's just technology, I don't necessarily have 100%. I'll be honest. I don't have 100%. And they've delivered all kinds of things to my door, sometimes within 24 hours, which is just mind boggling. But I still wonder every time I push that button. So again, are people really just going to push a button and buy a house? Are they really
the largest purchase of their life
are they
in
really
most
going to do
cases?
that? No, because I mean, they want to
No,
see
I'm
your
not.
eyes. They want to see, are you shifty? They want to see your posture. They want to ask questions. They want, like, it's a much more, there's a trust factor. That's what we have to focus on. We have to build that trust. We have to build it in ourselves as well, right? Part of the trust tree is confidence, confidence in ourselves that we can deliver. That happens with getting skillful, getting better, right? Reading, like you just said, doing the things that make us better, not just as agents, but as humans.
Well, I'll tell you this also is as technology continues to get better, there's more people using a realtor today than ever before. So as technology has gotten better and more sophisticated, so they rely on that to research it.
Yes, they do.
When it comes down to the purchase, they've learned not to necessarily trust the technology piece when going through the entire transaction.
Correct.
They still, like you said, they want to look somebody's eye. They want to ask questions. I love technology. It absolutely helps us. It's changed our world, honestly,
for sure,
for the better, in general. But like you said, I want to look somebody in the eye. I want to see them. I want to read that person. Are they BSing me? Is it real? I don't trust technology in regards to that.
100%.
The final purchase.
It goes back to morning coffee for this week, right? Morning coffee was about trust. And the thing is understanding, which is a very cool statement. I hope people really, really heard what you just said, that even through all the technology, every app, everything that's available, even through our own company, that more people are actually using a realtor than ever before. And again, it's because the fact of, yes, they get the information. Yes, they can go after it, but it still comes down to the trust in an individual. And can I be the vehicle to your success? Can I be that liaison for you? Can I be that fiduciary and make sure that you have that protection going into the biggest purchase of your life?
Now, this is how technology affects us as realtors. So yes, the person buying or selling wants to have a real person representing them. Because of technology, our commissions will continue to be compressed. That is what's happening. And how many times are you working with a buyer and they say, hey, I'm interested in seeing this home and that home. And they get it from Redfin, they get it from Zillow, right? But they go to you as a realtor to say, hey, I want to see this. So they still need you. But some of our work, honestly, our value that we were providing has diminished. Now we have to make that up in different ways. However, it still goes back to trust. They trust you, the person, to get them that information and to show them the properties and to help them through the whole escrow process.
Yeah. Listen, let's be clear. We just have to change that narrative because the consumer believes it's our job to find them a house.
Yeah.
And that's not true. And I'm going to be honest with you, D, that's never been true. We were the gatekeepers with MLS.
Right. Exactly.
We were the gatekeepers for sure. But
so
again,
we got sold out. Yeah. Yeah.
But we were still giving them houses. I mean, even before we could send it all to them, I would have people come into the office and we would look at houses on and we would cross them out and I'd throw the paper away when they were like, yeah, that's not the one, right? Well, we would take that off. We just did it in a different way. They're still choosing their house. That's not our job, right? But our job is to articulate what we do. Because that happens all the time where people go, hey, I found my own house. Why are you getting paid X amount? I'm like, because my job isn't to find you the house. That's your job. That you literally, like, that's your job today. My job is to make sure you're protected. My job is to make sure you understand contingency periods. My job is to make sure that offer is strong enough that you have a chance to get that house in today's market. My job is to navigate the escrow. My job is to get you to the finish line and look at the request for repairs and make sure that home inspection is done and make sure, like, that's my job. Not my job isn't to find you a house. All joking aside, that people don't even have to you don't even have a license to do that. You can actually don't talk real estate, but you can have the person show up and open that door. There are places, Open Doors doing it in Arizona right now. They're just putting lock boxes on the door and giving the buyer the code. The buyer is going in on their own. They're not that.
So yeah,
that's happening right this second. It is, and it's been happening, and that's going to grow. Our job, that's not our job. But let me tell you this. Those same people that are walking in and looking at that house and pushing their own code, right? That's relational to them, that's only theirs, that when they come out of that, guess what? Mm-hmm. They're calling that realtor to go, hey, we really love this one. Can you help us? Yeah, of course. Let's do this.
Yeah. So, well, yeah.
It comes down to trust, man. It still comes down to trust. You don't have to trust me to walk through a house. That's not trust, right? You can go do that on your own. But when it comes down to that RPA, when it comes down to those contingency periods, when it comes down to all those disclosures, when it comes down to, navigating the request for repairs and things that could be wrong. Yeah, that's when you need me. And that's when we got to do a better job of that narrative going out so that we maintain the fiduciary obligation and we maintain that level of trust.
Amen. Trust.
Trust, brother.
To cheers. Cheers to trust. Jeez. All right.
Love it.
Enjoy your day, everybody.
All right,
we'll be back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.